My name is Marjorie Childress, and I'm telling this story for the Known Unknown exhibition about my Pennsylvania Dutch Tulip Tree of Life quilt. I call it that because that's what the quilt maker called it. My sister Susan purchased this quilt in 2017 in Marshall, Texas at an estate sale. And not only was she gracious enough to trade me 5 of my best quilts for it after I begged her, she also went back to the family to see if she could connect me with someone who could tell me about the quilt. And lo and behold, I received a photocopy of a letter that Nancy DePhillips, the quilt maker, sent to her niece in 1965 from Eureka, California, as she was putting this in the mail to her niece. Why don't I stop there and read you a few pieces from the letter. She titled it "Dear Child," talked about her health a little bit, and then she said, "Your collector's item, the Penn Dutch Tulip Tree of Life, is all finished, and also Sister Allie's. They're ready to send out to you." So that means there's another one, which I don't really know where it is. I've not seen it. I assume it's with the family, but I don't know. She said, "You have no idea of how much work there is on them, but you can bet your life there is no other tapestry in the world exactly like it. I created it completely in my own mind. I know from Dutch history that the dove, tulips, hearts, unicorns, and the tulip tree planted in the old black iron pots were their chief expressions of art." She went on to say in the letter how she would like these quilts to be passed down through her family, which I thought was really interesting that she would include that. And she also gave detailed instructions on how to finish them because she only sent the quilt top. She was known as a quilt designer in her community. And in fact, you can see another quilt that she designed in the quilt index online under the name of her niece, Lotta Snyder. But you know, Nancy thought of this quilt as a collector's item for good reason, and an heirloom to be passed down through her family. It's a beautiful, bright, vivid, very complex design. There's a lot of movement, a lot going on in it. And then she appliqued it to one of these older men's wool suiting quilt tops that so many of us have had or seen over the years. The back, per her instructions in the letter, is a red and black houndstooth flannel. So I feel like Nancy, gifted us this beautiful quilt, but she also gifted us her words, what she thought about the quilt, and her family gifted us by keeping that letter and sending it along with the quilt. So we know what Nancy thought about her quilt. So many of the quilts that we have, that I have, are anonymous. I don't know what the quilt maker was thinking, and I know that we all have that experience. So I'm really grateful that I had this information about the quilt, and I hope you enjoyed viewing it with me.